The tapping tip of the week is inspired by the fox. And I'll just tell you a quick little story about how I get the inspiration for the graphics that I use every week for this tapping tip. Usually what I like to do is I wait to be inspired by some kind of animal. And this happens either maybe the animal actually comes into my physical presence somehow or somewhere in my world. Sometimes it comes across my path virtually, like I may see a story about a certain kind of animal, or I might someone else in my life might tell me a story about something that involves an animal. But whatever it is, the animal, and sometimes it's even not an actual real animal in our world, but sometimes it's like a mystical creature. It comes across my path, and for some reason it just really stands out to me, and then I get like a spark. I feel this like spark and I get an inspiration. And then I use that inspiration to create a choices setup statement for tapping. And the other component of this tapping tip is that I always keep in mind and bring in the idea of the inner child and just the magic of the inner child and just the magic of manifesting and intentionally creating in our life. So that's how I create it every week. And then as far as the choices statement, I like to just create a very simple, straightforward statement that you can use just to kind of get the energy moving and get your creativity going to do your own tapping and give you some inspiration. So I'll just tell you then, the story for this week is that this is an actual animal encounter, because where I live, my wife and I discovered that actually there is a fox living in the drain under our driveway. And we saw it one day. We saw this fox because the dogs were barking really loud and acting like crazy, like there was something out front. And we looked out the window and we saw this, what seemed like it was a dog, but then we were like, that's not a dog. It was so red and big. And then we're like, oh my God, that's a fox. And then it ran into the drain under our driveway. And then we thought, that's why our dogs have been going crazy, trying to pull us on the leash and yank us over to that drain every time we would go over the driveway recently. So we surmise that the reason why foxes might do that is because they probably are going to have or already have babies. So we're just assuming, we haven't seen any babies, but we're assuming that this fox is probably a female and is living in the drain under our driveway to have babies or to raise their babies. So this week's tapping tip is a fox and some fox babies. And it also has the theme of spring, right? Because it's March. And of course, it's spring in the Northern Hemisphere where I live in the United States. And spring always has a theme of new birth, right? New birth. So therefore, this tapping tip of the week is, even though I fear the unknown, I choose to embrace the birth of new possibilities. So why don't we just do a real quick one round of tapping together, and I will just start on the side of the hand. So if you want to tap with me, go ahead and tap on the side of the hand, and then just repeat after me. So we'll do the setup statement 3 times. Even though I fear the unknown, I choose to embrace the birth of new possibilities. Even though I fear the unknown, I choose to embrace the birth of new possibilities. Even though I fear the unknown, I choose to embrace the birth of new possibilities. Eyebrow. My inner child feels anxious about change. Side of the eye. What if I don't know what to do next? Under the eye. I've been holding back because it feels safer. Under the nose. But what if new paths bring amazing opportunities? On the chin. I'm open to trusting my unique instincts. Collarbone. I choose to embrace change with courage and curiosity. Under the arm. It's safe to explore new possibilities for my life. And top of the head. I trust my path is unfolding perfectly, and I'm ready to shine. Now, place your hands over your heart center. Take a deep breath with me. Let it out. Good. Wonderful, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for the tapping tip of the week. I can't wait to see you next week. I hope you have a magical, magical week. May you be at ease and know joy. Bye-bye.